Good day, all. I'm Karen. I'm here with Melissa Tovar and Daisy Joanna. Today, we're going to present our Tax 6 Grammar Meets Real Word Use. Um, in this meeting, we are going to present our co-description reflection and then our mini production tax. Let's start with Daisy with the co-description reflection, please.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Melissa. Hi, Karen. Thank you for being here. Let's get started with this co-division reflection that we have been working together. And the one that we choose is don't worry, poquito a poquito, you will improve. Our justification is that the co-division example shows support in informal educational settings. It reduces anxiety and builds confidence. Avoid using it in formal settings such as job interviews to maintain professional tone.
Yes, and I think that this statement and according to the pragmatic function of co-description, there is one that is called accommodating interlocutors. It refers to um, adjust your language to match the learner's needs or skills. The shift of L1 lower stress, it creates a safe space for the learning to attend production, and this helps the learning take risks and express ideas with fewer barriers.
Okay, and in addition, as maybe all we know, code switching appears in a bilingual interaction and it's really valuable because it depends on the purpose of every exchange and what the setting expects. So in this case, some learning context, for example, ours, because we speak Spanish, gain clarity and lower emotional pressure through this topic, let's say that. So other contexts lose immersion and limit practice when learners switch to L1, to the native language. So learners often switch to L1 when they feel insecure or when the concepts feel unfamiliar. They also, or we also switch when the settings feel informal, and those choices show the influence of motivation, confidence, and prior experience.
Thank you, Gertz. And now, issue one. Um, we're going to share with you our mini production tasks. We are going to start with Daisy, then me, and after that, Melissa.
Okay, let's get continue. My mini production task is the original sponsor is the course material will be sent you by Friday, so you can review it then before our initial meeting, which is scheduled for the next Tuesday at 10 a.m. So we will send you the course material by Friday, and we recommend that you review it before meeting on Tuesday to be full prepared. The explanation is that I changed the passive active will send to the we will send to make tone more directed to the person. And I also replace that you can and you should to turn the purpose clause into the moral of advice. And I also simplify, which is scheduled for next Tuesday to on Tuesday, that make the message shorter and clear.
Okay, let me give you your feedback.
Mhm.
Okay, and at the beginning of the sentence, I noticed that you replace passive for active voice. Although passive voice is more formal, is abbreviated for formal context. Um, I think the shrine is another correct way to express what do you want to say, and it is correct. Mm, then you train. can for should, and it is correct because can express ability and should is more for an advice, yes, or something that you can do or not, and it is correct too. However, at the end, I noticed that you didn't add the hour for the scheduled meeting. You just added the day. Maybe mm, you can add you, this last part or the specific hour, but in at least that the meeting is scheduled by Teams, where you can see the hour and the day, and but adding the hour at the end of your sentence will be great. But in general, it's a as a good production task, Daisy. Mhm.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we worked
Um,
that.
okay, and now is my turn. I This is my text. Okay. According to your request for the ACH enrollment process, we would like to confirm the steps you must follow to complete it correctly. You should share a document where we can add our bank information, such as account number, account name, and routing number principally. Additionally, we will fill out our company information, remit address, and contact information. The filled out document will be returned, signed, and stamped if necessary. Then you will be able to send a penny test and we will confirm by email if this is received. Melissa, tienes.
No te escuchamos.
Perdón. Sí. Hi, Karen. I would like to give you the quick feedback. Thank you so much for sharing your paragraph. But before that, I would like to mention something just for the record. So we already meet this morning earlier, so we create the mini production task without before we start the recording. So we already have our paragraph ready. So we are going to just share it. And well, Karen, thank you for sharing. First, I think that your paragraph, it's well, you did two paragraphs, so are very well structured. Thank you so much for that. Are clear. I think that it meets all the requirements, but I'm not sure if maybe I didn't notice that. I didn't identify the complex sentence. So maybe you can take a look and before adding the text to your portfolio, okay?
Sure, thank you, Melissa.
All right, now let me open here my file. Okay, so this is, I noticed that code switching can be useful when we share workplace information, especially when a new policy is being introduced and some employees may feel unsure about the instructions. Although the time of request policy must be explained in a clear and formal way, using small parts of Spanish or the native language for the workers can help certain workers understand the process more easily, while still keeping most of the communication in English in the bilingual snippet. Key steps of the request procedure were presented in English, but Spanish was added to avoid confusion during the rollout. Employees should try to follow the English version first because the company expects consistency in official messages. And we might assume that confidence improves when the explanation is supported in both languages. This shows that the choice to switch in language depends on clarity, audience needs, and how complex the information is.
Okay, I'm going to do the small reflection about that you just said. Your reflection is focused on practical. You explain the collaboration helps and improve support clarity during workplaces. Uh, the communication is valued. So you highlight the balance between formal English requirements and employees' needs. To improve a little bit more, you could make the connection between confidence, comprehension, and policies clarity, even more explicit. But I think overall the codivision was well done, well professional. The analysis is accurate, clear, linked to the real workplace situation.
Okay, I think this is all for today. Thank you, yours. Thank you, everyone. Mm, yes, we're going to close this meeting. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.